And then God spoke to me, told me that as for the release of the children,
pay attention.
And in some of the things he said, he mentioned what's going to happen to those who have been sponsoring terrorism and kidnapping in Nigeria.
Welcome to Build Your Spirit TV. The video you're about to watch will so bless and inspire you. Please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen. All right, this video is very interesting, and I want you to pay attention and listen very, very carefully, because it is very important, according to him, what God told him, what God revealed to him. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you watch this video to the end, and also share this video. Let's continue this video. Let us welcome Pastor E.A Adeboye. You know, people have been saying a lot of things that why is the church keeping quiet? So
thank you.
This is church speaking now.
I'm sure those of you who know me, you know what I'm going to say next.
Yes.
Let somebody shout hallelujah. God bless you. Please be seated. Yeah. God is good.
Watch this video to the end, please.
A sister here
information and
told us a story about some children who are living in a place where it was always winter. And they kept on saying, who was it that was moving? Heartland. Okay. That story is prophetic, because God is moving in Nigeria. Because of what was going on.
Pay attention.
When the pain became almost unbearable. And some people were accusing me of being quiet.
Yes, all over the social media.
The time when I should be talking.
Yes.
I was compelled to cry unto God.
Pay attention.
Because we have been fasting, we have been praying
to God.
For a particular group of school children that were captured
in Ondo State and the country.
The kidnappers felt that the government was not reacting fast enough to give them the money they asked for. They slaughtered their teacher and showed the video to the rest of the world. And then some people began to speak.
True.
Challenging those of us who said we have been praying. They said, you have fasted, you have prayed. Where is your God?
That is where is the answer.
So I went to the Lord in prayer.
Pay attention.
In deep agony.
Gosh.
So I said, Father, you've had them. He said, where is our God? Answer them now. And then God spoke to me. Told me that that's what.
All right, before we continue, I want you to open your mind, because this is where we are getting into the major story, what he said God told him. And please subscribe and drop in the comment section. We would like to hear your thoughts, what you think about what he's saying. So let's continue the video.
The release of the children is going to be dramatic. But he didn't tell me the time or the details. But then he told me that aspect, we should leave it in his hand. But that he would talk to me a bit about what will happen after this particular incident.
Open your ears and hear.
And in some of the things he said, he mentioned what's going to happen to those who have been sponsoring terrorism and kidnapping in Nigeria. He spoke about several other things, and I didn't have any idea of what's going to happen here. I just know that my son, the father of the father of that young man who's been the organizer, told me about this meeting. He knew I would be in America for the American convention of our church. And I'm supposed to have been on my way to Nigeria by last Sunday. But when he said this program will be taking place tonight, I said I will wait.
This program was held in the US.
So if I disappear before the program is over, it's because another assignment is waiting. And it's not in America at all. I'm happy that you said that this program is nothing political. You're not holding this meeting either to discredit the government and so on and so forth. If we talk about what's happening in Nigeria vis-a-vis Christianity, it's a bit difficult for me to bear all that is happening there. But in Africa, our elders are the custodian of very deep philosophy. They may not be highly educated, but they have education, if you know what I mean. They say that after an elder has eaten some soup, no matter what is happening, the soup will not shake. That means an elder, to be called an elder, must be able to suffer long and just pretend that nothing is happening. Now, I'm not here to tell a long story. And everything I'm saying, because this meeting is being watched.
Yes.
At least in Nigeria, right now, live. So I'm not going to say anything that I've not said before. Thank God for Trump. Yeah, I think you should thank God for him. You should thank God for him. Thank you very much. Thank you. Last year, around November,
open your ears.
He sent a message that he was coming to bomb Nigeria. And I felt that again, if I don't say something, things might not go the way it should go. You see, there's something wonderful about bombing. The only problem with that is that no matter how accurate your bomb may be, some innocent people will suffer. And I think he meant to bomb us several times. So again, I had to speak. In November, the first Friday of November last year. And I announced publicly that the government must do something quick.
How many of you
Because I said to them,
that announcement?
I've never met,
Drop it in the comment
but I
section.
followed him. And I like him. It doesn't mean I agree with all his ways. But what I like about him, you want the truth? He's the best politician I've ever met. During his first term, The ambassador in Nigeria at that time visited me in my home. And after discussing whatever we discussed, which is none of your business, he asked me, he said, what do you think of our new president? I said, Trump. He said, yes, I made the first time. I said, I like it. He said, why? He's doing what he promised you he will do. You
That is accountability.
apology to
Here in Nigeria, people
my
say
brothers here,
things,
who are
government say
politicians.
things, and they don't do it.
To be a good politician, you must be able to speak two things from the same mouth. A little to the right, a little to the left. That's what makes you a professional politician. And then I like him because when he says, I want to do this, you better get ready. Many a times he will even have done what he's going to do before he tells you. So I said to my government, if in the news, first Friday of November last year, I said, hey, God has just given you an opening. Because when this man says he's coming to bomb you, he's coming. I said, if you don't believe me, ask Iran. Because he has bombed Iran first before Iran knew that there was bomb coming. I said, in our own case, God has given us an opportunity. He has told us in advance. So I told them to do 3 things. It's all recorded in all the papers. 1, government, go and meet Trump. Quickly. Beg him. Tell him to give you 100 days grace. You're not saying don't come. All you are saying is give us 100 days of grace. And then, as soon as you've done that, call the military officers, Army, Navy, Air Force. Tell them, within 90 days, stop this mess or resign. I said it. Then I said number 3, those people who are kidnapping people, who are doing terror, you know them. The boys doing the dirty work are in the bush. The sponsors are wealthy people, and you know them. Some of them are businessmen, some of them are politicians. Go after them. Because if you don't deal with those who are supplying these people with arms and ammunition, and most of the time when they go about on motorcycles, if we don't go after the sponsors, the problem will continue. Well, after I made that announcement publicly, I was invited into our own White House. And I met with the president and his wife. For your information, the wife of the president is one of my pastors.
The one that said we should go.
And we talked, and I repeated what I said in the open.
And,
Sir, don't waste time. Get in contact with President Trump. Go through the ambassador. Call your military officers. Give them standing order or whatever. 90 days. Wipe out this rubbish or resign. And then take care of the supporters, of the sponsors. They came. How do I know they came? It was in the news now that the wife of the president was in a gathering. I don't know what they were doing here. And he's the pastor of the largest church in the world. And when they begin to tell you about How large my churches. They are always exaggerating. I'm not as big as they say. I'm just a small boy. He contacted US. He called a meeting of the big officers. What he told them, I don't know. And I don't need to know. Because he's commander-in-chief. When the commander-in-chief is giving instruction to his subordinates, who are you to be there? And after all, and this is, I need to make this one clear, I don't support those who are accusing the president of not doing enough. When the commander-in-chief had given instructions to his subordinates, he has done his bit.
All right, I disagree with him. If you say that if you are not against Tinubu, which is if he has given order that they should do the job and the military will not say no, that means Tinubu should go and rest because he has given his job, he has given order, and the order is not being carried out. So who are we going to blame? Now the question is, him as a pastor, as a head of the church, if he himself give directive to the church, will or can the church disobey him? I want you to answer that question yourself. Can the church disobey him if he himself give directive to the church where he is the overseer to the subordinate? Will they disobey him? Not to talk of the president, that the president give order and the order was disobeyed. Continue.
You don't expect him to go and put on khaki.
I hope you are understanding what he's saying.
When my friend Trump gives instruction to go and bomb anywhere, he doesn't leave White House.
Now, I am glad that he mentioned Donald Trump. Now you see the difference. If Tinubu give order, according to him now, that if the subordinate, the army or the soldier or the police, if they fail to carry out the assignment, that we should not blame Tinubu. That is what he's trying to say. And I said, him being a pastor, if him give directive to his fellow pastors, will they disobey him? Now he now mentioned Trump. He said, if Trump give directive and the people he gave directive to, will they disobey him? You see the difference? Can somebody tell Trump no when Trump give them order? Have you ever seen anywhere or watch any video or anywhere in the world, or let's say the fight between Iraq and the US and the Israel, that Trump will give a directive and say bomb this place, and the person will be telling him no, we will not bomb? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Why would Tinubu give order? According to you, why would Tinubu give directive to the army and they will disobey him? And the same person is also telling us that Trump will give order, and if they disobey him, he cannot do anything, he cannot wear khaki. Pay attention.
He has done his bit.
It's not correct.
A hereby command.
It's not correct.
Bomb Iran. And then he goes to his bedroom.
They must do it. That is it.
The rest is left to the hands.
So why is it not like that in Nigeria?
What he told the military officers, I don't know. All I know is that on Christmas Day, a bomb landed. Maybe just to let us know. I mean what I'm saying. But then, of course, the Iran war came in. And, I think he's still busy dealing with that. He's almost finishing that now. So, thank you that you asked us to meet tonight, so that maybe you will reach him before he brings more bombs. And what's the situation today? Probably because he might have been misunderstood. People think, oh no, all he wanted to do is throw just one bomb. He's no longer interested in Nigeria. Things had gone far, far worse than before the bomb came. Far, far worse. So worse that they are asking, where is your God? That's how bad things have been. The, what do you call it? The terrorism, kidnapping, etc., etc., that was in the north is now even at my doorstep. Come down all the way to the south. And so, and of course, the sponsors, they are all known, and they are still moving about freely.
And Tinubu don't know.
So, may I thank you very much for making the theme of tonight. America, thank you. But you have to do much more. There are certain people in my country, only God can deal with them. There are some people, I regret to say, who are untouchable. Forgive me for taking you a little bit into mathematics. I'm a mathematician, you know. Once a mathematician, forever a mathematician. Newton's first law of motion says a body remains at rest or maintains uniform motion in a straight line except external forces compel it to do otherwise. If you want me to put it in simple language for you, if you leave this table where it is and you shut the doors so that no wind can blow in, and there's no earthquake, come back in 10 years' time, the table will still be there. Unless somebody from outside itself compels it to go in another direction. If you want to help us, help us. It doesn't matter who you elect into office. If God does not help us, they were wise.
All right, I disagree that it doesn't matter who you elect into the office. That is where our problem started from. Who you elect will determine what happens in any organization. I repeat, who you elect determine what happens in an organization. That is why when they employ you and you are not doing your job, they will sack you because they are not getting the results. The reason why they employed you, the reason why you engage is for you to solve a particular problem. When you are not solving that problem, they will sack you. Now, who you elect as a president will determine how far, how wide, and how good your country will go. That's why the Bible said, when a good man rule, the people rejoice. And when a bad man rule, the people mourn. Now, who you elect will determine what will happen to you as a country. We are having bad leaders. So it is leadership that will determine what will happen to the country, to the development of the country. Go to anywhere in this world. Go and look at their president. Go and look at what they are doing. Go and look at what they are doing, the people they elect. Go and look at what they are doing. Anytime they elect any leader and that leader is not performing, they will simply tell that leader to resign. Go and look at it. Go to UK. Go to China. Anywhere. Once you are not doing what you are supposed to do, you are not moving the country forward or the organization forward, you are bound to resign because your personal ambition does not supersede the ambition of the whole country. So leadership is number one in any organization. So I disagree with him. If he said it doesn't matter who you elect, that is the Nigeria problem. That is what we are saying. Him himself that own a church, will he give the church to a lunatic to supersede it? Will he give his church to a non-entity to run their affairs, and he will not fold his hand? That's what we are saying. Sometimes when you listen to people, understand the body language, understand what they are talking, then also compare it with other people in overseas. Because we Nigerians, we are not the only people in this world. Also compare it to other people in other world. How come their development there? Leadership. Let's continue.
All right, when they said, where is your God? You have fasted, you have prayed, you shouted hallelujah. Where is your God? Let me close because I have a plane to catch. I will want to say, as a small boy, and somebody said, I'm the father of the Christians in Nigeria. Me? That's a joke. I'm an ordinary pastor. The father of Christians in Nigeria is an archbishop. And you want to know the distance between a pastor and an archbishop? Ooh. It's the same as the distance between the earth and Mars. Lord have mercy. Use your influence here in this nation. Unless a fool would dare America. When you say you want to face it, you don't be a fool. Because if America says, I want to wipe you out, it has 10 times the power to do it. I mean, we all know it. Use your influence to help us, preferably not by force.
All right, this again portrayed what I just said. If you say use your influence, who are you talking to? Is it not the leadership in America? Is it not the leadership in America? If leadership doesn't matter, according to him, he said leadership doesn't matter who you put there. That is in Nigeria. It doesn't matter who you put there. You getting my point? So we should continue to be allowing people who don't have brains to be ruling us. Then you are now telling people who have brain, which is America, to come and help you. That's the problem we are saying. So why are we telling America to come and help us now? If leadership does not matter, if it is just anyhow person that will become a president in Nigeria, and things begin to go bad, and everybody just fold this on hand and be waiting for God to come and do something. And now you are not telling the Americans to come and help us. If America don't have good leadership, why are you telling them to come and help us? Leadership is everything in life. Don't be deceived. Leadership is everything in life.
Because I don't even want a Muslim to die. Because they are my potential brother. If you kill them, who will I have to convert? And I know very well that the picture that they have painted for you is that, yes, there is a problem in Nigeria, but it's not Christian alone. That is true. But if you look at that statement, you will find a lot of very true corollaries. Forgive me, talking mathematically again. Not Christians alone are suffering from terrorists. True, but that truth confirms that, number one, Christians are suffering. You say they are not alone. Okay, but they are suffering. Two, nobody has told you that in all the attacks, not one can be traced to a Christian. Not one.
Why are you people clapping? Why are you people clapping?
What nobody has told you, which means you have to hurry, is that the younger Christians are not as cool-headed as those whose stomach will not allow soup to shake. There are many of these younger ones. They are so restive now that if God were to take me home today, God have mercy. So we have to move fast. If you are going to help us soon.
Again, leadership. Leadership.
All we're asking for is that Christian and Muslim can live together in peace. You see, I was born in a home where Christians and Muslims used to live together in absolute peace. I was one of my uncles whose name was Alimi. It's a Muslim name. One of my sisters, same father, same mother, was married to a Muslim. In my family, you hear names like Rasak, Adiat, and so on and so forth. So I know that. I know there are decent Muslims. We were living together in peace, celebrating together in peace. We want that back. Help us. Use your diplomatic influence. Use whatever other influence you have. As somebody suggested, contact other nations that can team up with you. Places like Britain, like maybe Switzerland, maybe Australia, so that if the whole world combine their efforts, we will keep praying, we will keep fasting, but we need help.
All right, you see, again, this is where I have problem in the Christianity that we practice in Nigeria. If the US, okay, let's leave the US now. If the Israelites, if they are praying and they are fasting to God alone, I can tell you that there will not be a building standing in Israel today if they only fast and pray alone. Go and check now. I can even tell you that I don't think Israel even fast and pray over all these things self. Once you go and throw any bomb in their country, they are coming to your country to level everything down. They don't even need to ask God, should I pursue? Should I follow? No. Why are they bombing Iran today? Why did they not leave it for God? Which is, why is Nigeria praying and fasting to God for help? What kind of help are you looking for? If the president go ahead, tell me who will say no to the president if he has genuine intention. This is what we are saying. This is not the time to pray and fast. This is the time for us to say enough is enough. We are tired of this nonsense. It has to stop. If it means let everybody enter that bush, let's enter that bush. We don't even need prayer now. We don't even need fasting now. If it is by praying and fasting, America will not be, and Israel will not be bombing Iran, will not be bombing Lebanon, will not be bombing Hamas. This is where the problem is. Things we are supposed to do as human, we will now push it to God. And look at other people in the world. The same people you are begging now, telling to come and help you. Will they come here and be staying and be fasting and praying? Is this the same method they want to apply? I don't understand. Sometimes I find it difficult when elderly people talk. I try to process it and I try to balance it. It doesn't make sense to me. Because we are not the only people in this world. If other people in this world doesn't tolerate or doesn't take this kind of nonsense, why should we be taking this kind of nonsense? Why should we? Do you know how many battles was fought in the Bible? What is not living for God? Why is it in Nigeria you tell us to pray and fast until somebody come and knock your door? That is when you know that it is not about praying and fasting. This is not a matter of praying and fasting. This is a matter of saying we want good governance. We don't want these terrorists in our country again. If need be, let everybody enter that bush. Every bush should be combed. Every bush should be combed. I repeat, every bush should be combed. There are drones. There are machines you can deploy to the forest. Not even a soul will even go to that forest. Deploy machines. What are the Americans using? What are the Israelites using? Do you think it is soldier that's going to help to throw bomb? They have drones. They have developed themselves. It is God that also gave them the idea to develop themselves. The problem in Nigeria is that why are we leaving things to God? And the same people which we are also saying they are not religious, they are unrighteous people. The same people you are going to call to come and help you. Let's continue.
God bless you.
All right, that was the message, and I don't know what you think. The comment section is open for you to drop your message, and don't forget to like and subscribe and drop your honest opinion on this matter. Thank you very much.